Hello again and welcome to a new video. Today we're looking at this end of January 2022 on a 71 plate Toyota Hilux 2.8 D4-D auto. It's a double cab with the Toyota Hardtop on the back with the GULLWING or GULLWING doors, I should say. The vehicle's covered just over 18,000 miles. It's completed its first Toyota service. And I'll show you more of the service history in just a second. And finished in Decuma grey metallic. Now, as always, the whole vehicle has been machine polished and has had some nice extras fitted. Now, for those of you that don't usually watch the videos, it is in 4K, 60 frames per minute. If you go to the bottom of YouTube window and look at the cog, click on the cog, and then you can select, I think it's 2,100 and something DPI for 4K. I might have got that wrong, but if you click on that setting, pause the video, and then you'll see a much more smoother and really crystal clear. Okay, so let's start off at the front. Now, for those of you who don't know, again, these vehicles have 360 cameras, front and rear parking sensors. We've additionally fitted the Predator spoiler bar, they're called, down at the bottom, and the bonnet guard up at the top. Now, these bonnet guards, they're not there just for show or anything. I've driven many of these. I drive one most of the time, and they do ping the stones over the top of the cars when they come off the cars in front or the lorries in front. So they're very useful for keeping chips off the bonnet. Now, if I come in close, you'll notice this is in really nice condition. All the headlights, all the trims. Just make our way around the front. It's obviously a brand new bonnet deflector, and we've got wind deflectors as well, which I'll show you in just a second. If I come up onto the bonnet, if I see any chips, I'll point them out. But I'm not seeing anything. Let's come around this side. There really is nothing on there. You can see that really glitzy shine. There are no stone chips in the windscreen. This is also, at this age, they've still got the JBL sound system. You can see the speakers just inside. And this has also been fitted with, I think it's a Next base camera as well. I think that might link up onto your phone or something. I'm not really familiar with them, but if we come down low, we've got the black side step. Now, if we zoom in nice and gently, you will see that there are no ding dents. There are no ripples in the panels. It's not had any paintwork or anything. Up on the top there, you see the wind deflectors, which are really subtle. No damage on the steps. All the wheels are in lovely condition. Running on Bridgestone jeweler tyres, which is what they come from the factory in. Just come down and show you this side, which is always easier because the reflection's a lot clearer on this side because there's nothing in the background. And you'll see what I'm talking about. We've got cameras underneath the wing mirrors. Okay. Now, we've done the bonnet, we've done the windscreen. Let's come up onto the top. Now, these vehicles, at this age, this would have had a 3-year Toyota warranty, extendable up to 10 years or 100,000 miles. So what that meant was the first 3 years, the servicing could be done with any garage. This was actually done with Toyota. And then after that, if you service the vehicle each year with Toyota, you will get an extension year by year each time you service it, right up to 10 years or 100,000 miles. Now, I don't think you can get better than that, really. That's why these vehicles hold their money. They are so reliable, and if you do have any problems, it's generally covered all under the warranty. As I say, I don't think any other manufacturer does anything close to that. All the wheels are in really nice condition. show you the rear wheel on this side. All of the chassis in there. Nothing around the filler cap. Also, they run on AdBlue. So clean for the environment. The AdBlue splits the nitrous oxide, the bad emission, into nitrogen and oxygen, which is what we breathe, which is obviously a lot cleaner. All of the back bumpers, really nice condition. We've got the tow bar, 13 pin. That's a Toyota tow bar. All the top of the step, no damage. Now, if we look at this tailgate, no dents, no scratches. When you're spending so much money on one of these vehicles, you want to find the nicest one you can. And that's what I'm here for. I tracked down and sourced the nicest examples of these Toyotas that I can find. We're a small company, you can see we don't have loads and loads of cars. We've got a few more trucks in here and outside, but it's all about getting the best that we can offer our customers and showing you all in here. So you can see it's not had any heavy use. It was owned by a gentleman who had a kitchen and bathroom company. So this was like his company car, if you like, for benefit in kind purposes, for tax, etc. Now, if we come round to the back, I'll open up. Now, the other thing we fitted, if I open this tailgate, in fact, and then I'm just going to drop it and leave it, if I can just ping that with my finger. That click is just where the damper goes down. It just clips on here, so that's what the clicking noise is. So we've got a damper to allow the tailgate to drop nice and smoothly. And we've also fitted what's called a lift kit. This is a bar that's under tension. It goes inside here. We take this off this cover. There's a plate fitted in here, and that pushes on the plate so that when you want to lift the tailgate, you can do a few fingers because they're very heavy. So I let that down again. We've also got what's called LINEX. Now, this is a spray-on finish on the bed. Now, the benefit of LINEX and the whole interior all the way up, under rail, all the way round, is that because it's sprayed directly onto the bed, there's no gaps underneath like you would have if you had a tray here. Sometimes you get a gap along here. Stones get in underneath it. They scratch the bed surface. They scratch through the paint. And obviously, in time, it will rust. So this gives much better protection. Also, just worth pointing out up here, the condition of the hardtop. It was new when the vehicle was purchased new. It's not an older one that's been fitted at a later date. Got sliding opening windows in between the cab there. So if you've got a dog, basically, or dogs, it will let air through. You can have some airflow in there. You can actually, with these side things, I'll just show you, because there's no sliding windows here. You can run these out like so. There are tabs on the outside, so all you need is like a what would you call it? Like a bungee, just hooked round here, and then you could tie it down onto the eye just inside to hold these windows in. So that would push against there like so, and you could have extra airflow if it's a particularly hot day. But as I say, you've got the sliding windows at the front if it's not too hot. Obviously, don't want to upset the dogs or anything. Right, so up the tailgate, nice and easy, down with this at the top. Also, the other thing we check is that this is all fitting really nicely. There's a rubber under here, and I can see that that's fitted all the way along. It's level. You'll be surprised how many of these aren't fitted very well. So that's sealing it all the way along there. and you can lock the hardtop and the tailgate. So coming round to the driver's side, let's just pan out a little bit, show you the vehicle from out here. And I'll show you the wheels on this side. Again, whoops, all nice and clean. No damage on the step. Sometimes you'll see damage on the outer edge, and sometimes there'll be damage and the metal aluminium step underneath can be dented. There's no damage on these at all. I'm just speaking from experience of what I've seen in the past. All of the wheel arches, again, all in lovely condition. Show you those. Just walk backwards without falling over the vehicles behind. So I think it's a really smart looking vehicle. I think Decuma grey is a good balance, easy cleaning, everything matches. The other thing that we do have, I think we've got some more in stock, we do have some headlight guards and tail light guards, which we have. Let's show you the white one over here. We've got a few in stock. That is the headlight guard. In fact, if we come to the back, that one's got them on as well, and this one's probably easier to show. And we've got these tail light guards that you can have fitted on as well, and they match really nicely with the trims. So back to the vehicle. So let's take a look inside. Let's have a look under the bonnet quick, actually. I have taken a couple of pictures, but it's the inside tab. This one's for the filler cap. Everyone always says petrol cap, but it's filler cap because it might not be petrol. Bear with me. These things are heavy. Right. So this is your 4-cylinder turbocharged 208 PS power, which is around about, I think, 204 brake horsepower. They have an eco setting or an eco button and a power button. You very rarely need to put it into the power button, but if you need to overtake something, it really gives you that extra little bit of zesty punch. All nice and clean. Now, all of this engine bay, we don't just throw jet washers at these. They are sprayed. We spend a fortune on maintenance spray. It's a very safe and good way of cleaning the engine bay. You just get basically dust off the road, and we spray that. We wipe everything down, or we've got brushes. We've got millions of different brushes. So it's all done with a lot of care, and all up under the top here is all cleaned as well. It's always nice to have a nice clean engine bay, and you're spending a lot of money on a vehicle. So that's just drop this from about, say, there, and it will shut nice and tightly down. Okay, so before we jump in, let's just pan out a little bit. So I'm going to show you the interior now, and the leather, the door cards. So, door card, number 1, passenger front. No scratches. And if we come up onto the top, all nice and shiny, no scratches there. JBL sound tweeters, JBL speakers here. Cup holders, both sides. A full set of Toyota Hilux rubber mats, which are sort of cupped around the edges, so if you get grit in there, you can take them out without the stones going everywhere. Now these plaques here, these seals, they always have light scratches. They're aluminium. They scratch so easy. If you want to buy a new set, you can buy them. They're a couple of £100 from Toyota, but they'll just get scratched again. So let them do what they're there for, and that's to protect the paintwork. And as you can see, there's no damage on the paintwork. So the seats, so we've got the leather, they're perforated seats, so they're breathable. Really nice condition, no damage. And the headrests. You can also get some really good, and I wouldn't buy these from Toyota because they're really expensive, seat covers to do the interiors. So if you want to keep it clean, you can do. Now, all around, and I know it's been done because I did it myself, all of the black gloss around here, these scratch because people wipe them with a cloth when they're really dusty and dirty. And you get little swirl marks, and I've machine polished that with one of our mini polishers. And I've made it like brand new again. The gear sticks in lovely condition. You see the eco and power button there. All of the center console, there's no scratches there at all. I'll show you more of this when we come round. Just show you the edge of the driver's seat there. And we've got the center armrest, and there's I think it's a 220 plug. I have taken a picture of it, 2-prong plug. Now, this top glove box has an air vent just in on the left here, which you can open up, and the air conditioning will run into here. I've used this many a time when going on trips to pick up vehicles, put sandwiches in here, a chilled drink, and it just keeps it nice and chilled, especially on a hot day. We've then got the main glove box under here. We've got the book pack. We've got the converter for the 13-pin to 7-pin, and the all-important locking wheel nuts in there. So into the back. Now, I've already opened or pulled up the seat, the bench at the back. It's a 60-40 split. Rear door card, again, no damage whatsoever. I've already checked this car over because I've finished it off with all the cleaning. Because the detailer, cheeky bugger, he went on holiday. How dare he? I hope he's having a good time. He deserves it. Right, handles at the back as well to get in. All of the back of the front seats, all the leather, really nice condition. We've got little hooks here. In fact, you know what? Let me just run around the other side. I've usually got Dan to do this for me, but he's not here. Let me open this door because I need the extra light. So apologies for that, but right, now you can see what I'm looking at. So brilliant little hooks, carrier bags, shopping, doesn't go everywhere. We've got storage under here. The other side will have the jack and the bracing. This strap goes around the top here. You can then undo that. Bear with me. I don't know if I'll bother, but oh yeah, you can. You can then clip that together. Let me just, bear with me. Nearly there. You can then punch it together, leave it as a loop. So that just hangs out like that at the bottom. All of the leather in the back. And the headrests, really nice condition. We've got tethering points. We've got basically Isofix. And then if you have a tethering point at the top, people that have got child seats will understand what I mean. And that rear seat belt goes through here, through in between here. And there's a lug in the middle. So it goes along here and it clips on just here. Center armrest, all in nice condition. Let's go around to the other side. We will shut that door actually on this side. Coming round. Door card, again, nothing to report. No damage on there whatsoever. Seals, no damage on the seal. All of the leather seats, no scratches, no tears, no marks. All of the headlining's really nice. No, it's not been a smoker's car or anything like that. I never mention that usually in the videos, and I just thought of it. I should point that out. So, got the hooks on this side as well. Mats. We've had the mats out, obviously, so we know that there's no damage under there, no tears or anything. Oh, just check out the top of the door card. No scratches. God, it's so bright in here. Why can't I? Oh, it's because it's black, isn't it? Let me see if I can. It's so bright. I'm hoping it will come out differently. So obviously keyless entry as well. Lock, press it again, unlock. That's with the key in your pocket, of course. Driver's door card. Just notice where I've been wiping it over with the leather balm. It's just a couple of bits of leather balm that haven't dried out. There's all dark patches, that's all that is. No damage on there. All of the buttons. Wow, it's very glary in here. Electric folding mirrors. And then driver's side, we've got electric seat. All of the pedals, nice and clean. Just trying to focus on making sure the camera is... It's very hard to tell when you're doing this because the iPhone basically is the 15 Pro. It's very clever how it cuts out the light sometimes, but when you're looking at the screen, it sometimes looks really bright and it's really hard to tell, so you have to keep tapping the screen. Now down here, you have 4 buttons. Top left, that's the preheater. Oops, sorry. That's the preheater. You press that when the engine is cold and it will run the idle higher and warm the engine up quicker. The one to the right, the P, is the front parking sensors. Below that, you've got the DPF clean button. Now, it won't clean every time you press it. It'll only, generally cleans on its own, but if it's getting full up and you've stopped and started a few times and it hasn't finished to clean, maybe by pressing that, it'll restart it. And then to the left of that, you've got the camera view button. All of the steering wheel, really nice condition. See these handles at the top. Really nice, no peeling on the leather thing around the handbrake, because some of them do. Let me just jump in now. So, let's start it up actually. So that was the camera. As I say, I think that links up to the phone. I'm pretty sure that's the one that you can buy from Toyota. Anyway, mileage 18,067. Looks quite glary in there, so let's go into settings. Wow. Okay, let's see so lane departure assist. Now this also has, if I press the button, what's called your assist. Your assist, if you don't indicate to change lanes, the steering wheel will basically pull you back into the lane using the camera up on the top here. So that's what your assist is, but you're able to turn that off. Now, if I come out of there, come down, this is the collision. Oh, I can't remember what PCS is. I'll have to Google it because it really winds me up when I forget what it means. That's the sensitivity for front collision. It will apply the brakes as well. This is your road speed awareness. So the little symbol atop, the round symbol, it will show you the speed of the road that you're on. You can also set a warning, a notification method, visual and audible. So it'll make a ding when the road speed limit changes from say 50 to 30, so you don't get caught out. And this is your dynamic radar cruise control with the road speed awareness, and that's turned on. So coming down onto the steering wheel here, when you set cruise control, radar ready, that says, if I can get it in focus. Let's just come out of there. So radar ready, and then using this button here, we can adjust how far behind the car in front we want to be. And the button to the left of it is for the lane departure. So the steering wheel will vibrate or it will pull you back into the lane. We've got sat nav, we've got audio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. if I go into menu setup, and you can select which one you want to have preference on. Let me just wipe the lens. I'm just worried that it's got a bit of glare. Right, so we've got Toyota Online, we've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If we go back into menu, we can also change the color of the screen, we can change the dials, etc. here. And when you fill up, you can set the price per litre of the fuel, and it will work out how much you spent on fuel. On the window here, let me just zoom in. You've got Speedo, AdBlue. Sorry about the blurry image. I think it's just the lighting. It's playing havoc with the camera. I think it's this. Is it that one? Yes, this one at the bottom. They're meant to be like coins, and that hasn't been reset. So if you press reset, there you go, back to 0. Wow, that's really, yeah, those are meant to be coins. Look. Okay, so Apple CarPlay. Then we've got dual climate control. All of this screen is really nice and clean, no scratches. We can take the dual off, so if we turn the temperature, you'll see they move together, or you can change it so they move separately. Aircon, fan speed in the middle. Let's just turn that down. We've got heated front screen. Let me just come in a bit closer. So the bottom part of the front screen is heated, so the wiper blades defrost, the wing mirrors and the rear mirror, sorry, the rear glass. And then we've got our four-wheel drive here, high 2, high 4, low 4. When it's in low 4, you also have a diff lock down here, so it'll lock all the wheels. Don't put it in four-wheel drive unless you're on a slippery surface, because it can damage the four-wheel drive components. Hill descent, stop start off and on, heated seats. There's usually a little rubber flap on the top of here, but everyone takes it off because it just becomes annoying. And you've got a USB and an auxiliary port. We've got two 12-volt clips there, and you get another couple of cup holders there. Well, I think we've got auto on there, auto dim for the rear view mirror. Sorry, the video cut off. I took my phone call, typical. We've also got glasses holder, emergency SOS. There's also, only on the passenger side, but there's a mirror. You're not allowed to be that vain on this side. Right, cameras. If we go into reverse, we've got a rear view camera. We can change the layout of the guidelines. We can also put it on surround view. So we've got surround view on the left here. Now, if we put it, I'll go into park. Now, if we use the camera button down here, this is now the front of the vehicle, and this is the very front, and this is the front camera. Now, this is set on auto. So basically, when you come down below 5 miles an hour, this camera will automatically come up. And if you don't want that on, turn auto off. It shows you just here what view you're seeing. You can actually see the front here. You can also change the markings, and you've got the surround camera there. Now, if I press that same view button down on the right of the steering wheel, again, you then get a view looking forward towards the front wheels on the curb. So you've got quite a good view of using the cameras all the way around. I'm just going to flip the engine off now. I think we've done enough of the inside. There goes the camera. So, if you need any finance, our current rate for finance is 9.4%. At that rate, we do not take any commission from the finance company. So for those of you that keep seeing these adverts online, we've never had high rates. So 9.4%. And you can do, we've got various different companies that have other rates and other deals depending on your credit history, etc. But obviously we've always mentioned the warranty. So I think that's everything. Hopefully we've covered everything, but please, if you've got any questions, just give me a call. Always happy to have a conversation about the Hiluxes. We've just sold the orange one today, gentleman up in Newcastle. Quite a lot of these vehicles go up to Scotland and miles and miles away. We pick people up from the local airport or train station. So always happy to accommodate people. Okay, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Look forward to speaking to you all again soon. Bye now.